My name is Cynthia Nelson, and I've been coming to Salvation Army Church since like 2015. I just basically worked like 30 years at AT&T, and then I knew that I was not going to work at AT&T until I was 70, So I figured once I retire, now I can do what I like, I went to other jobs, respite care, foster care, senior care, working at shelters, just to do different things in service. Actually, after I tried all those jobs, I actually came here for the church, and they hired me as administrative assistant. So I worked here too for 4 years. So I actually retired from here. And I heard about the services, but I wasn't actually volunteering over at that time. So once I retired, I'm like, well, I'm not finished with life. I would like to volunteer at the pantry. So I said, well, that would be a nice place to volunteer to serve the community, since I knew that, Salvation Army was helping the community. And what better place is the food pantry? A lot of times when they walk in, most of the time they don't have a smile on their face. I like to greet them and say, hello, how you doing today, and how you feeling? And sometimes you can tell they're not feeling well, and I just kind of get that conversation started, and they say, oh, I like this pantry. You all are friendly. I'm like, what do you mean? They like that pantry on such and such street. Don't treat us this way. They make us feel like we're not important. So I just try to talk to them, and even sometimes I'll walk with them when they shop. And one guy's like, I'm not a good cook at this, I'm like, but you can mix it with this and make this meal. And they're like, okay, I guess I'll take it, A lot of people assume that when people come to the food pantry, they just don't work. The majority of them do. And some of them are seniors that come a lot. Some of them even have disabilities where they can't walk around, but they need to make it to the pantry, So a lot of times I'll just say, have a seat, point to what you want, I'll shop for you. And I'll just ask them, they're like, okay, thank you, you're just so nice. God has given me a gift to service, Even retirement is a gift. So I get to use my time to help others. In the meantime, I'm glorifying God because I do point others to God. So it's been really fulfilling. The Salvation Army not only just help like in the neighborhood, they help all over the world. There's always someone in need. And I'm at a place that helps the world. So that's why I really enjoy volunteering at the Salvation Army Pantry. It helps people in different areas. It's like, you don't just preach to people. You actually feed people too, and you help them with all they need. So you don't just do one thing, because sometimes when you talk to people about God and they're hungry, they are not hearing about God. They need a meal.